Canada pot stores run out of supplies and have more long lines on second day of marijuana legalization.
Here's a summary of the article.
Canadians seeking to get their hands on legal recreational marijuana faced long lines and supply shortages in some parts of the country on Thursday. Most pot enthusiasts were exuberant about the end of prohibition, but a few expressed disappointment over not being able to buy the now legal marijuana on the first day. "I do not usually smoke, but since it was a historic day for Canada I thought I'd try," she told AFP. Desprez smoked bought pot with a low level of THC, the psychoactive agent in cannabis. In Ontario, Canada's most populated province, 38,000 orders for weed were processed in the first few hours Wednesday, while in neighbouring Quebec 42,000 orders were processed in store and online, smashing all expectations. Canada Post workers are also poised to strike starting on Monday after more than a year of contract talks stalled, which could further delay deliveries of online orders. "We expected, certain strains might run out and there would be a bit of a run on supply," Bill Blair, a former Toronto police chief who is the government's point person for legalization, told public broadcaster CBC, "But, they've got a pretty good infrastructure in place and I'm confident it will work," he said. Ontario, home to Canada's most populous city, Toronto, will have no stores until April 2019, with online sales the only avenue to get legal product due to a change to the province's retail model by a new provincial government.
This post received a score of 14,320, with an upvote ratio of 94%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Quote, "I do not usually smoke, but since it was a historic day for Canada I thought I'd try," she told AFP. Desprez smoked bought pot with a low level of THC, the psychoactive agent in cannabis. "My God, it's the bomb," she said and returned with friends Thursday to buy more. End quote. This lady is going to be found face down in a pile of Tim Hortons donuts wearing a Doritos bag like a hat.
As is tradition.
Just keep her away from the royal pudding.
This is a great day for Canada, and therefore, the rest of the world.
When Nevada first legalized it, they ran out almost immediately. The governor, I believe, called a state of emergency as a result. Face with tears of joy. The shortage had a lot to do with who was legally allowed to ship it IIRC.
Same thing here in Canada really. Because the GOVT limited the number of suppliers they would distribute from, the suppliers are getting stretched really thin. There are tons and tons of grey market sites out there for Canadians with lower prices and available product right now, but I think people just got a little excited at the idea of buying it truly legally. I have a comfy enough stash that means I really don't need to buy, but I still ordered some GOVT weed to see what its quality is like and to take part in a historic event.
Quality will likely not be too great these first few months. LPs have been stockpiling bud for months to try and meet demand, so expect dry stuff that was packaged a few months ago. It'll get better soon.
Curing weed definitely makes it better. Really, you want to store it properly for at least a month before you smoke it, makes it so much nicer.
100%. What I'm saying is the weed available legally now was cured by the producers months ago and has since been sitting in packaging for a few additional months.
If it's properly sealed, at the correct humidity, then technically it can still be curing. Usually you're good to smoke it after about 1 month of curing. But you can cure for like 6 months for maximum effect.
I got some, it is dry as ash. Strong though.
I got some Donna Blue and it's sticky as hell and covered in tri, really impressed and excited to get to try it soon.
I was in line yesterday, day 2, in one of several dispensaries. The line still took an hour and a half to get through at 1 p.m. Several other dispensaries in the city were closed because they sold all their product on day 1.
That's really impressive. Which part of Canada do you live in?
Central Alberta.
Well, at least you guys have a physical location. In Ontario we have to order it through a website and pay a shipping fee.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smry.com, without any human intervention.